Hello everyone, this is Angela from The Chaotic Life of a Planner. So I told you guys I was going to be bringing you a special Christmas in July video. So I don't know that I've actually shown this notebook on YouTube. And the reason that I say that is I had not started my YouTube channel until after Christmas. So I probably showed this on Instagram. I'm pretty sure I did because I did start my Instagram a little bit before I started my YouTube channel. But I wanted to go ahead and show you guys my plans for this notebook and how I used this notebook for last Christmas. So I wanted to show you guys what my plans are for this notebook, and I wanted to give you plenty of advance notice because this is the kind of thing that you have to start planning ahead of time so that it doesn't catch you by surprise. I do have a cold. I am feeling much better, but I'm still dealing with a lot of congestion, so please disregard that. So when I started this notebook before Thanksgiving or around Thanksgiving time last year, I didn't really know exactly what I was going to use it for. I just knew that I wanted one location for all of my Christmas plans so that each year I could reference it and I didn't feel like I had to start from scratch, if that makes sense. So I will not be surprised if Erin Condren comes out with a petite planner for Christmas planning. I don't know if that's in the works this year. I haven't heard, but based on some of the other petite planners that have come out, like the summer one and whatnot, I would think that if not this year, then definitely next year she will come out with a petite planner for Christmas. However, at this point there isn't one, so I'm still going to plan to use this notebook. So this cover was like Festive Trees or something like that it was called. I can't remember, but anyways, I absolutely love this cover, and this was one of last year's new holiday covers. So I expect that this year there'll be several new holiday covers to choose from, and I may go ahead and change that out. It's very likely that I will. So this has been sitting on my shelf since Christmas, and it's kind of time to start thinking about these kinds of things again. So I'm going to go ahead and just do a flip through and show you how I used this Christmas notebook or holiday notebook, whatever you want to call it, last season, and how I plan to use it this season and what I'm going to do differently. So this is just the regular notebook from Erin Condren. There's nothing special about it. The first thing I did, and this is an Erin Condren sticker kit. I believe maybe this December and this wonderful sticker are from one of the monthly sticker books, but I can't honestly remember since I did this last year. I'm going to try and zoom you guys in a little more. So the first thing that I started with was just a calendar, and this is a bullet journal style calendar. And then I just marked off if there was like a Christmas party, we went to the Nutcracker Ballet, when we were going to do the Dancing Lights part, if we were going to go to somebody's house for dinner, just all of those kinds of things I marked in here. So these were just kind of like our fun holiday activities, and I wanted to have that all in one place. Partially because I can look back at what we did for Christmas of 2018 when I'm trying to figure out what kinds of fun things we want to do for Christmas of 2019. I can reference this easily. The next thing I did was I wanted a spot for a holiday baking list for cookie trays, who we were going to deliver them to, which I'm going to be honest, we didn't even end up doing cookie trays this last Christmas because it was crazy. And then I also wanted a spot to put maybe any recipes or if I found any new holiday baking recipes. And I just decorated it with, you know, a thin washi and then a couple of Erin Condren stickers in the corners. So this may be a little more helpful this year because we are planning to do cookie trays, and I'll talk more about that later. The next thing I did was just, you know, very simply decorated pages, and I had a page for each kid so I could write what we got them for Christmas on here. Even Devon's, he doesn't live at home anymore, but I feel the need to explain myself, even though I probably shouldn't have to feel that need, but he got a new snowboard for Christmas, which was expensive, so he didn't get very many gifts. So I wanted a place to keep track of what I bought for everybody so that I didn't end up having like 20 gifts for one person and 3 for the other. And then I also track like what we buy for extended family and whatnot. So this page is my Christmas card list. We don't send out a ton of Christmas cards. It's just how it is. So I had this page here for the list, and then this page over here was where I wrote addresses, especially if like I got a Christmas card from somebody that I hadn't gotten before, or maybe somebody that had a new address. I wanted to be able to write it over here. I love this thin washi, it's so pretty. So this is a page where I wanted to write holiday gifts that I wanted to make, and I didn't get to everything, but I never do. I have an embroidery machine that I like to make a lot of fun, like, I could probably show you one right here because actually my embroidery machine is on the same table that I do all my planning at. So like this is a large makeup, it's not quite finished yet. This is a makeup stash bag, and it is waterproof. And then this is the clear vinyl so you can see what's in it. And I'm going to make a couple of fun zipper pulls and whatnot. So anyways, I can make this kind of stuff on my embroidery machine. And I like to do that for Christmas presents, a variety of things. I also make some decor items and whatnot. So as I'm like scrolling through Facebook and some of the maybe embroidery pages or whatever that I subscribe to, if a designer releases a new design that I really like, then I like to be able to write it down over here so that I don't forget that I wanted to make it for a certain person for Christmas or whatever. So over on this page, I had my Christmas dinner menu, Christmas Eve menu, Christmas Eve, and Christmas breakfast. And it just works that way to do Christmas Eve sometimes, dependent upon who can come and who can't, because you know the kids pretty much all work. So I had that here, and then I had my Christmas menu grocery shopping over here, and then I had kind of like a chore list over here that of you know things that we needed to get done before Christmas. And then that's pretty much it. So this was kind of just like a fly by the seat of my pants. I didn't really know exactly what I was going to use this for, but I knew I was going to want to use it for something. So this year, I'm wanting to put a little more thought into it. So I'm not going to start decorating this yet because a lot of the new Christmas items haven't been released yet, and they will be in the next, you know, probably couple of months. So like, you know, the sticker kits from Planner Cait and even Erin Condren and the new holiday covers and all of that jazz. So I'm not starting that to decorate it yet, but I do know what I'm going to include in this notebook for this holiday season, so I want to share that with you. One of the biggest tips that I can give you for having I won't say stress-free because I don't think that it can ever be stress-free, but a low-key stress holiday season is prior planning so that you're not caught by surprise. Have your budget set up ahead of time. Know, you know, what kinds of holiday parties you're going to host specifically, if any, all of those kinds of things. And you need to figure that out early so that you have enough time to get it done and you're not scrambling. So that's what I'm going to share with you today, is how I plan to use this notebook for this holiday season to hopefully enable us to have a low-key stress holiday season. I would like to say it would be stress-free, but it won't be. So my husband will be home November 28th till December 12th, and then he will go back to work until January 9th. So this is not going to be a normal holiday season for us. He will be at work pretty much the entire holiday season. So we will have to figure this out. This will also be our first holiday season with our grandchild. And I don't even know. So Katie will likely come home from college right before Christmas. And then Mike will not get to see her until he gets home on the 9th. And so he'll probably only have a week with her. So there's going to be some stressors to this holiday season. But this, you know, advanced planning and having a plan and knowing what I'm going to do will definitely help. So let's get to it. So I didn't think about this during the holiday season, but I'm going to go back and add a picture just a family picture or some pictures from Christmas or whatever on this page to kind of close out this 2018 holiday season. And then this will be kind of like some kind of title page. I don't know what that will look like yet, but I'll do something fun, maybe a fun Christmas quote, or maybe I'll stick our Christmas card that we're going to use on here, something like that. These next two pages will be my calendar pages that will be done bullet journal style. That was just like this because this worked really well. So that's where I'll do these pages. This is where I'm going to do our Christmas budget. Now, I'm not going to lie to you and tell you that I always have a very detailed Christmas budget, because I do not. But this year I want to. So some of the things that I think that we should include in our Christmas budget is we need to make sure that we start saving money early. So I'm going to start a cash envelope probably next week when we get paid, maybe this week when we get this paycheck, if we have enough money left over. Even if you just start saving $20 per paycheck, most of the things that, well, I shouldn't say most, but I should say a lot of the things that we order for Christmas, we order online, just because we don't have a lot of shopping options here where we live. But I do like to go Black Friday shopping, and most of the things that I buy on Black Friday end up just being normal household type things that we need anyways. So I would be totally fine having a cash budget for my Black Friday shopping. So I figure if we start saving in a cash envelope right now, whatever I have, I can just use for Black Friday. And then if we have anything left, we can use it for Christmas, or we don't have a local bank, so it kind of makes it a little bit difficult for us to deposit cash in our account. But I guess I could probably change it to a money order and then do mobile deposit. So that would probably work. So start early, start saving for Christmas early. Christmas should not surprise any of us. We know every year on December 25th, it's Christmas, and we know that we're going to need to have money to buy presents. So we need to start saving early. I'm hoping to come up with a per person budget. We kind of did that last year. It was pretty low key as far as what we would normally spend on everybody, and it worked out just fine. Nobody even cared. So we're definitely going to do the per person budget again. Another thing that I would say you need to include in your Christmas budget is decor items. We have a lot of Christmas decorations since we've been married for such a long time, but a lot of times when we would move, things would get broken, or maybe we didn't buy very high quality items because we couldn't afford it, or maybe, I'm not going to tell you that this hasn't happened to me because it has happened more than once. I've changed my decorating style and decided that what I thought was cute at one point is no longer cute. So it works good to have a Christmas decor budget. I did buy a lot of Christmas decor last year because I knew that we were going to be moving, and then our new house, my Christmas style is going to be different than what it has been. So I kind of started buying a few things to get ready for that, and I've actually really loved them. So I'll probably do that again. Another thing that can surprise you in the holiday season is all the extra food that you need to buy. So your food budget could be higher than what it normally is. So maybe you have your regular food budget and then you have your Christmas food budget, which is things like holiday meals, cookies, treats that you're bringing to your neighbors. Maybe you work in an office and you're going to have an office party that will require you to donate food, anything like that. Another line item that you could have in your Christmas budget is maybe donations. Maybe you do an angel tree, or you adopt a family, or you do shoeboxes at your church, any number of things. So it would be nice for you to include that as well. And then also don't forget Christmas cards or holiday pictures. Maybe you have a yearly tradition to have family pictures done, or maybe you're like us and hadn't had family pictures done in 25 years. Or 24 years, however long it was. And it was time. So we did have some family pictures done last year, but then my photographer just told me when I asked her for the actual originals, she said that she had lost them in a computer crash, which is very unfortunate. So maybe we'll try and do Christmas pictures again this year. Anyways, there are, every family has different things that they should include in their family budget. And if you guys have some ideas for things that I didn't already mention, go ahead and leave me a comment down below and let me know what your Christmas budget ideas are, because I'd love to hear them, because I'm sure I have not thought of everything. So the next thing that I want to put over here is this is my gifts and decor to make page. I talked about that from last year's planning pages where I like to have a spot to just write things down as I think about them. So this is going to be a little bit different than how I did it last year. This is going to be my holiday baking list and recipes, but I figure we're probably going to do, I'm hoping to do some more holiday baking this year compared to what we did last year, just because my husband is not going to be here, so it's not going to be a normal Christmas for us. So I thought that this might be fun, something fun that we can do with the kids, and we can do it together, is I would like to make some holiday cookie trays to deliver to some of the local fire stations. I should mention, please forgive my nails. I really wish these would come off. I actually didn't even realize that I had lost this nail until right now. And I need to just go have them taken off. But the thought of sitting in a nail salon chair right now, I can't do it. I don't know why, I just can't. So, back to what I was saying. I thought it would be really fun and it would be a great service project if we could make some cookies or, you know, whatever, maybe a couple of different kinds of dips with bread and chips or whatever, and bring them to some fire stations throughout the holiday season. We have quite maybe most of our stations are volunteer in this area, but we do have some that are actually full-time positions, so there would be some firefighters there. There's probably 2 or 3 within a really close, 10-mile radius of our house, even probably less than 10 miles. So that's my plan. I think that will be fun. So here's my gift list pages. I've left several of them because I do have 5 kids that we buy for, plus our extended family. Next, I'm going to have my Christmas card list and the addresses. So I will not obviously put the same addresses that we had over here. It'll just be anything new over here. Next will be my Christmas dinner menu, and then my shopping list will go on this page, which it didn't work that way last holiday season. I had them on separate pages, so I had to flip back and forth. So I think it will work really nicely to have them on facing pages. And then the next thing I have is my chore/project list. So if you are new to my channel, you might not know that we are planning to leave Alaska next summer and move to Utah. We have lived in Alaska for close to 10 years, so we have a lot of stuff in this house. We've owned this house for, I think, I'd have to count, but 8 or 9 years. So we have some projects that we need to do. So I want to make sure that I don't have my living room half tore apart or anything like that before Christmas. So if there's any types of projects like that that have to be done in order for the house to be put together, because your house does get extra cluttered at Christmas time unless you have a large house, which we do have a fairly large house for where we live, due to, most of our neighbors and whatnot don't have a house as big as ours. But there's a lot of people that live here, and my living room is not as big as it needs to be. So it does get cluttered when we add the tree. We have to move furniture and whatnot. So anyways, I want to make sure that there's not we need to replace the windowsill in our bay window in the living room. Maybe, I want to make sure that the windowsill is actually put back on the window before Christmas, that type of thing. And then there's always chores that need to happen before, Christmas Eve to make sure that your Christmas day goes smoothly. So I'm planning to write those types of things there. And then that's it. So I still have plenty of pages in this notebook. So I expect this notebook will last probably 4-5 holiday seasons. And one of the other things that I may do to close out this holiday season is to use my HP Sprocket printer and do some memory planning back here. So I hope that this has inspired you to have a well-planned holiday season. I hope this has inspired you to start budgeting for it now so that you're not caught by surprise. If you're new to my channel, please do give this video a thumbs up and hit the red subscribe button. Give this video a thumbs up even if you are a current subscriber, because I really love thumbs up signs on my videos. Leave me any suggestions, any comments that you might have about a holiday planner. Tell me if you guys are going to have one, if you already have one, how it's worked for you, if you think it's helpful, all that good stuff. Thank you so much for watching and have a great day. Bye guys.